don't want you to tell nobody this yet. I'm sitting here fucking around with these ghetto celebrities doing this ghetto celebrity thing. You know, it's that Brotha Lynch on. For y'all that don't know, got that 24 Deep Season of Sickness Now Gold. And we trying to do this thing. I want to let you see how we living. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I ain't about the bling. I'll be up in ghetto spots doing my ghetto music, keeping my mind going. So I invited you to a little in the spot place. Don't tell nobody, but come and check us out. My boys is here. He's doing it. You know, let's check us out. See what we do.
All right, you motherfuckers, you ready for this? Is your joints lit and shit? Cause you gotta be high to listen to this shit, you know. Fuck that, fuck that. Turn the tape off, you know what I'm saying? Go get you a motherfucking split. For those of you that's already high, peep this shit.
Well, basically, I got my name back in high school. My brother, shouts out to him, 6 at SICX, you know what I'm saying? He gave me my name because back in the day we used to battle, you know, MCs, roll around the towns, the high schools, battling MCs. And I used to chop them up, I guess, you know, in most people's opinion. And he just started calling me Lynch. And you know, he was my brother, so he used to always put the brother on the front, like, brother, it's my brother Lynch. You know what I'm saying? It ended up coming like Brotha Lynch, you know what I'm saying? So he gave me that name, and I put the hung on it because I like the gory stories and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Hangman, suicide note type of thing. So when I first came out the womb was Sacramento, California, right up in here, you know, where we at now. Did all my stuff here, did all my work here, right up on the south side of Sacramento. Garden block, a lot of people know about the block now. And me and Seabold rose from there, so. And that's basically, you know, where I did everything. I got 6 brothers and a sister. We call it the Man Clan. Gotta give it up for the Man Clan, you know. But, you know, they stay out of the scene. Besides my brother Lowdown, who he's under my label. He's gonna be coming soon. Lowdown and Dirty. But my other brothers, you know, in and out the pen and stuff and doing what they gotta do to stay up, you know, and there's 6 brothers, boy, but they, you know, on the under. That's my family. And then, you know, my Sickmate family, the people y'all, you know, you'll see on this here recording, that's my other family. So I gotta send shouts to my Aunt Pat and all them who took care of me, you know, now that my mom's dead and everything. Shouts out to, you know, her again, Joyce Marie Lincoln. But, you know, my family, Aunt Pat and Uncle Dan and Cherie, you know, that's the family I'm here with now. All right, give it up to the Titans, Burbank Titans, you know. My years in school, we was running it in basketball.
I'm too good to quit.
Oh! Man, you lucky that shit. You get that? Just like a oh, that should have been all in your eye. I'm telling you, man, I got skills if I had a bouncy ball, but look, catch that.
But I went to Burbank, you know what I'm saying? That's my school. It's over there on Florin Road. And my niggas here in Sac know it. You know, I'm the Burbank Titan. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give it up to them. And you'll see, you know, the full uniform on me and my boy C.O.'s album, Suspicious, you know what I'm saying? I went to high school for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I went, did the 4, didn't graduate. They gave me the option. I was like, hell yeah, I had a little broad over there. So I went back, did my thing. Still didn't graduate that year, but then went back like 3 or 4 years later when I got my mind together. Like, this shit is not cool. Got my GED, you know what I'm saying? So, got to have the GED, regardless of what it's gonna get me. I got lucky doing this shit here, but regardless, I oughta had the education. As far as banging when I grew up, I took some shots. I got shot for some homies and stuff. It wasn't really for them, but unfortunately it happened. Around that time, I was already trying to, you know, slow it down and get back up in the doing my music and stuff, because I was doing music the whole time, so I had to tone it down, let some homies go for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and really get into my music, so. But it's, you know, Guard Blocks is made up, it started as Crips, 29th Street came first, 24th Street, and then 21st Street came. And it was very gang affiliated, and it still is. Got the youngsters coming out of there, finna holler at them in a minute. You know, I had my mom, and I had my stepdad, who really, you know, is the man that, you know, taught me my mannish ways and stuff. My dad, he was in the same town. I didn't meet him till later. Just met him, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And now we're trying to mend whatever, you know. It wasn't mended back in the day, but mostly stay with my mom and my stepdad. He was the one going to beat up niggas trying to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they were way out on the you know, drugs and shit. I learned a lot, talked about it in a lot of my stuff, you know what I'm saying, and in hopes that they would hear it and change their ways, and eventually they did, but it was too late for my mom, so ended up killing her. So. But you know, I'm still in touch with the old family and everything. I grew up CV Circle, if you ever know what CV Circle is, it's straight the Louisiana, Sacramento. But you got everything there. But you're not promoting, but alright. But that OE, if they give us a chance. But I grew up in CV Circle at first, and that's like Midtown. We're pretty close to there right now. And it was toe up. I mean, I think back then rent was $150. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she was a free-going person. She loved everybody. But she, I don't know, she's probably screwed up in the head as me. So her older sister took care of her. So, you know, I used to stay up in CV Circle, and it was low budget. I didn't have nothing. And I think that's where all my talent came from. I didn't have nothing to do. I didn't know none of my 6 brothers. I had met them a couple times, but I didn't really know them. So I was just by myself in the dark room type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's where my creativity came from, just being by myself all the time. So it was toe up, and ended up moving over to the south side when I was about 7 years old. And getting into the banging and getting into the just being around niggas. Southside turned into the next ghetto, because the Southside was, you know, was the middle class back then, and it turned into the ghetto, and grew up, hung with my folks, and banged, and started getting into this rap music. And the rap music kind of, you know, swayed me away from everything else. So I was basically broke until this music shit started cracking. You know what I'm saying? I used to wake up in the morning. Every morning my mom she's the type that always sit on the couch with her legs crossed, bumping the music. I mean, she's an early bird too. She'll wake up at 6:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, playing just, you know, what was cracking back in that day. Is everything cool? Yeah. But she used to play just, you know, 102.5. That was all that was back then, you know, before 103.5 the bomb came. She used to basically play that, and she just loved the music. And her husband, my stepdad, he used to play. For us, he used to play a lot of weird stuff. I mean, he was black, but he played like rock music. He played slow rock and just shot all kind of different music in my ear, and it made me like open-minded to everything that I listened to. So it's like, besides hearing, you know, Cameo, OJs and all that stuff, he used to play like opera music, and he's like a manic depressive like I am, so he used to play just weird stuff. So I just grew up listening to all kind of music, thrash, everything. He grew up with Black Panthers and all that shit, and he just listens to, he was a hippie type of, you know, and he turned my mom into a hippie, you know what I'm saying? She was a black hippie, you know what I'm saying?